Hi, my name is Timmery Lee, and for this assignment I chose the fifth topic, which is Nick V., a man born without arms or legs. So for the first question in this assignment, it talks about how socialization affected Nick. I feel like Nick must have encountered so many negative socializations that he had to have just focused mainly on the positive ones throughout his life to have such a positive outlook on his disability and what he can do with it and how to feel about it. Um, the second question goes on to examples of how Nick didn't fall victim to the I can't. I feel like Nick is the perfect example of someone who never says I can't. Despite his disability of not having arms and legs, he managed to still move around, take care of himself, have a successful career. Um, and at the beginning of the video, you see that he also has success in relationships. So I feel like he is definitely a person who says I can and does not fall victim to I can't. The third question is how identity management plays a role. And I feel that Nick must have had to vary his identity so many times that he's a pro at identity management. I feel like he must have had to vary his identity a lot more early on than most of us had to, just in order to have relationships and identify with people who were wary of his disability. And I feel like he made it more comfortable for them to talk to him by varying his identity and how he portrays himself. Um, Lastly, it asks about how things would be different if his self-identity, if his positive self-identity was different or didn't have a positive self-identity. Things would be drastically different for Nick if he didn't have such a positive self-identity. It talks at one point in the video where he was depressed. He admitted that he'd been very depressed at points in his life, and suicidal, and many other things, which is very understandable. But Nick decided to look at the positive. It talks about one time in his video where he was 6 years old and he could just hear the kids teasing echoing in his head, and he decided to look in the mirror and find something positive about him. And I think if he hadn't have done that, could have been so different. Nick would have maybe fallen victim to the I can't and not been able to do the things that he's doing now. And he also may have fallen victim to his depression and his suicidal thoughts, which is sad that that has to happen. But if you haven't watched this video, or if you didn't watch this video for the assignment, I highly recommend watching this video. It's touching and it's so amazing what a person can do if they just put their mind to it and have that positive self-esteem. Thank you.